Hello, welcome to, let me get the audio in the right place, day number 7 in our Profit Seeker series. We are doing this video a little bit later today. We're in the London session. It's just gone past 9:20, so London session has been open for the last 25 minutes or so. In fact, yes, around about that long anyway. So we're going to take a look at some of the markets and check out what we're thinking for the pairings. We've got a couple of signals that have come through. We've missed this batch, but it'll give us time to review things. I actually did take a trade earlier today. I was going to record a bit earlier. Saw something, took a spur of the moment trade. It's already almost immediately lost. It was a pretty bad entry on my part. Shouldn't have taken it. Should have known that I was going to trade later today and just avoided the market altogether. So that's on me. I definitely, looking at it again, would not have taken this position because we were at this level here where we've bounced up a couple of times, come back down, and we hadn't made any indication we're going to break through, so there was no point entering a trade at that point in time, even though it was a healthy risk to reward ratio. So a bit silly there on my part, but let's just quickly review yesterday's trade. So we had 2 trades yesterday, 3 in fact, sorry. 1 winner, 2 losers. So this was our winner, 2.23% return. You'll see I've got the reward up the top here now. Gives a good indication because we have the pip value on the actual chart here. What I might do is I might make that interchangeable so we can change between the pip value and percent value, or maybe even just display the percent value since that's a better metric to go off. I shouldn't have hit back there. We had 2 other trades. We're a little bit unlucky with this trade. This trade went our direction, probably, I'm going to say 1.5%, so probably close to 2/3 of the position towards the take profit, maybe even 2R, and then it popped back up and reversed and went the wrong direction. So possibly, depending on what strategy we may look to employ in the future, we might employ some form of a trailing stop loss, or at least move that position to break even once it's moved a reasonable amount in our favour. So there's all things like that to consider that we can do, and we can sort of improve the system by implementing in the future. This trade didn't really go too far in our favour. I mean, it probably went a good 20 pips positive, in fact probably more. What do we got there? 9.3, and then yeah, so bang on 20 pips basically. Then a huge reversal on the upside, so having a buy position, you know, at these levels around here would have been a very profitable trade for us, but we were looking for a sell in this market. We don't have much more to go off here, but prior it was in the downtrend. So let's take a look at the current market. So we're in Euro JPY here. We've sort of created a new high and we're pulling back down to this support level here. It's now become a support level, so we could look to take a long position here. However, if we look at the actual history, we are still in a downtrend, right? We've had a massive sideways market, we've bounced up a little bit, we've reached this level, lots of indecision at this level, but what I would probably be looking for is if it's going to continue downwards, it's going to break below this level, then it's going to bounce back up, and then it's going to retest this level, and then it's going to continue downwards. So if we immediately bounce back up off this, then I'll be looking to take a long position. But if we're looking to take a sell, I'd be waiting for it to go lower, come back for a retest of the now resistance level, and then a continuation downwards. So I'm going to ignore Euro JPY for now. Let's look at USD CAD. Whoops. Let's look at USD JPY. So USD JP would be looking for buys. Similar situation, I think, because it's the same pairing, being the JPY. Not the base pairing, the whatever the other one is. I don't know the technical term off the top of my head. I can't remember. So same boat. We are looking for buys, so it's switched a little bit. You can see we were looking for sells a couple of days earlier, but we're now looking for long positions. We did have a bit of a green candle there, but it's not an engulfing candle. We're just sort of trying to figure out what's going to happen at this level. USD CAD, we're looking for buys. This was the pairing that I took a position on earlier. We're still at this indecisive level, so we're not looking to take any buys. GBP USD, and maybe within the next sort of 15-20 we might get an indication as to what's going on. GBP USD, I would have loved to have got in at this level here. I think that would have been obviously a great position to be in, because we've got this sort of now resistance level that's come into play, and we'd bounced back through, we'd gone up to retest, and now we're coming back down. I would say we are looking to continue downwards, so here is not a terrible position to be in. I would look to, and we've obviously had 2 wins the last couple of days. What I don't like is that the risk reward is quite small. We're only looking for a 1.2x risk, but we're just going to make a note to keep an eye on GBP USD. And we're looking to sell, and we're going to watch. Then we've got Euro USD. Let's take a look at that. Looking to take a long position here, and I quite like this level actually for a long position. If we're going to continue upwards, it's going to be from this level, so I'm pretty happy taking a buy there actually. What are we doing risk wise? Yep, I could see myself taking a position there. So Euro USD, we're going to take a buy. Euro JPY we've already taken a look at. What about GBP? So are we bullish on the Euro GBP as well? Well, I mean, we're definitely in an uptrend. We've pulled back a little bit. The problem is, I don't know whether or not we're going to continue down like we did here, a little bit further down like we did here, a little bit further down like we did here. Wasn't a massive downwards pull there. I think we'd wait a little bit longer until we're maybe down in this range here. I'd say if we're down in this range, I'd be happy taking a long position, but we're a little bit high there for my liking. And that is us for signals. So the waiting game, we're about to get a new batch. Let's just wait for these to come through. Remembering we were taking a long position on Euro USD, and GBP USD we were gonna wait on. I did make quite a quick decision on the Euro USD. Let me just check again. Let's see what has been happening. Yeah. I mean, maybe a little bit lower, but if we've got our stop loss sort of in this range, I don't mind it at all. So we've got new signals coming through. We've got our buy here, 1.7. We're not going to take that trade. We've had a pretty strong move up here, and we're at the beginning of the London, so we just want to see where it's going to go. We've also had a bit of an attempt an upwards movement here, only to turn into a bearish candle. So there's that to make note of. You know, this candle's a good 10 pips or so, so a decent attempt. Oh, we're not gonna get the USD, Euro USD, Euro Jiffy. Doesn't look like we're gonna. Bummer. We have to wait till the next group. What did we decide with this? We were gonna wait, weren't we? Were we? Yeah. Let's just have another quick look here. No, we're actually going to take this trade. It's sell 2.8. We've got a good, healthy stop loss there. And we're looking to make 48 pips, which is it's quite far down, but we've got some room to wiggle. You know, our stop loss is almost at the swing high. And again, it's a decent risk to reward ratio. Quite a big take profit though. I'm a little bit iffy on that. But we've executed. Should I have listened to my initial gut that told me to wait? Why were we waiting? We were waiting to see whether or not it came back up to this level here. It already has at this point though, so there's a strong, reasonable possibility that this was our mini retrace and now we're continuing down. We've had some attempts here. It looks like this level was holding, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. So while we're waiting for the next candles, I'll just leave it on this chart and we'll give it another 15 minutes. So we were possibly looking for a Euro USD buy here. So we're going to take that. Signal that's just come through. It's only a 1 to 2 risk to reward, so not huge, but definitely should, you know, there's a good possibility that it's going to come back up to this level here. We have had some strong upwards momentum here, but as I said, we've pulled back to this level here, and I believe it's going to use this level as its new support level, and it's going to bounce back up. Obviously, it could be wrong. We're going to be wrong more than we're going to be right, and we just have to accept that. We have to learn to live with that, because we can still make a profit being wrong more than we're right. That's the beauty of having that positive risk-reward ratio. So we're going to let these trades play out. I don't really have any other pairings that we're interested in at the moment, so we're going to cut the video there and we'll check in on things tomorrow.